Hello everyone, discrete time signal processing MCQ. If x1 of k and x2 of k are the N-point DFT, x1 of n and x2 of n respectively, what is the N-point DFT of x of n? Ax1 of n plus bx2 of n. Option B is the correct answer. Ax1 of k plus bx2 of k. If x of n and x of k are N-point DFT pair, then x of k plus n. Option C is the correct answer. X of k. If x of n is complex valued sequence given by x of n, x of r of n, j x of n. Option D is the correct answer. If x of n is real sequence and x of k is N-point DFT, then which of the following is true? Option D, all of the mentioned. If x of n is real and even, then what is the DFT of x of n? Option B is the correct answer. Next question. x1 of n, x2 of n and x3 of m are three sequences, each of the length n does n whose DFT are given as x1 of k, x2 of k, x3 of k respectively. x3 of k equal to x1 of k, x2 of k. Then what is the expression for x3 of m? Option D. Option C is the correct answer. N minus 1 of n, 0 into 1 of n, x2 into m minus n of n. Option C is the correct answer. What is the circular conversion of the sequence? x1 of n equal to 2, 1, 2, 1 and x2 of n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Option D. 14, 16, 14, 16 is the correct answer. What is the circular conversion of the sequence x1 of n 2, 1, 2, 1 and x2 of n 1, 2, 3, 4. Find using DFT and IDFT concepts. Option B is the correct answer. 14, 16, 14, 16. Next question. Option B is the correct answer. By means of DFT and IDFT, determine the response of the FIR filter which impulse response h of n 1, 2, 3 to the input sequence x of n equal to 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. Option B is the correct answer. 1, 4, 9, 11, 8, 3. What is the sequence y of n that results from the use of 4-point DFT if the impulse response is h of n 2, 1, 2, 3 and the input sequence x of n 1, 2, 2, 1. Option D is the correct answer. 9, 7, 9, 11. Next question. What is the value of x of n, h of n for the sequence x of n 1, 2, 0, 3, 4, 2, minus 1, 1, minus 2, 3, 2, 1, minus 3 and h of n 1, 1, 1. If we perform using overlap add for fast conversion, option D is the correct answer. What is the value of x of n, h of n for the sequence x of n? See the values and h of n. We perform using overlap save fast conversion technique. Option A is the correct answer. If we split the n-point data sequence into n by 2 point data sequence corresponding to the even number and odd number samples of x of n and f1 of k, f2 of k, n divided by 2 point DFT of f1 of k and f2 of k respectively, then what is the n divided by 2 point DFT x of k of x of n? Option C. If x of k is n divided by 2 point DFT of the sequence x of n, then what is the value of x? Option B is the correct answer. The decimation in time FFT algorithm, which of the following is true? Option C. Input is shuffled and output is ordered. For decimation in time FFT algorithm, which of the following is true? Option D. Input is ordered and output is shuffled. If x of k is DFT of an x of n, which is defined as Option A is the correct answer. 1 by 2 x of k plus x of n minus k. If x of k is DFT of x of n, which is defined as option C 1 by 2 j x of k minus x of n minus k. What is the model that have been adopted for characterizing round of errors in application? Characterizing in multiplication. Option C additive white noise model. Next question. The number of butterflies are required per output point in FFT algorithm is option n minus 1. The variance of quantization error in FFT algorithm is equal. If x of k is n-point DFT of sequence x of n, then DFT of x of n is x of n minus k. The complex multiplication are required to compute x of k is n square. The total number of complex multiplication required to compute n-point DFT by radix to FFT is n by 2 log base to n. The total number of complex addition required to compute n-point DFT by radix to FFT is n log base to n. The total number of quantization error in the computation single point DFT of sequence of length n is 4n. The number of bits required to compute the DFT of a point sequence with SNR of 30 decibel is 15. In overlap save method of sequence, filtering zeros are appended to the impulse response of FIR filter L-1. The overlap add method, the length of the input data block is L. Every increase in size n of the DFT requires an additional bit computational precision of offset additional quantization error true. The effect of round of error due to multiplication performed in the DFT with fixed point arithmetic is known as quantization error true. Dissemination in frequency FFT algorithm is used to compute h of k. Option A true. If we split the n-point data sequence to n divided by 2 point data sequence x, f of 1, f of 2 corresponding to the even number, option A true is the correct answer. The first m1 values of the output sequence in the every step of overlap save method of filtering of long sequence are discarded. True. Overlap add and overlap save are the two methods for linear FIR filtering and long sequence on the blocking of blocks basis. True. FFT algorithm is designed to perform complex operations. True. If x of k is n-point DFT of sequence x of n, the circular time shift property is n-point DFT of x of n minus 1 is k of v power minus j 2 pi k I divided by n. Option A true is the correct answer. Next question. If x of n and x of t are n-point DFT pair, then x of n plus n equal to x of n. True. Option A is the correct answer. True is the correct answer. Just to go through all questions are very important. If we split the n-point data sequence into a 2n divided by 2 point sequence f1 of n and f2 of n corresponding to the even number and odd number samples of x of n, then such as FFT algorithm is known as dissemination in point algorithm. Option A true. The effect of round effect error due to multiplication performed in the DFT with fixed point arithmetic is known as quantization error is true. The dissemination in frequency FFT algorithm is used to compute h of k. True. Every increases in the size n of the DFT require an additional bit computational precision to offset the additional quantization error. True. Overlap add method, the length of input data block is L. This is overlap add method. And overlap save method long sequence filtering, Zeros are appended to impulse response of FIR filter L minus 1.